You're listening to the StudioPTBO Podcast, where we talk all things marketing to help you build and grow your business online. Welcome to the latest episode. Welcome to the StudioPTBO Podcast. We are back, and we're back at it again with another guest. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe out there. It's been quite the week. We've had an opportunity to chat with some really great new clients. We've had the opportunity to add some people to our team over the last couple of weeks. We've had the opportunity to become Amazon best-selling authors. We had the opportunity to do a lot of different things over the last week. Neil Morden, how are you doing?
Good. That rolls off the tongue nicely. Amazon bestseller. Like, it
really does.
Pretty surreal, isn't it?
It is very, very surreal.
And it's
super excited about it.
The big play for our agency, releasing that book and also adding a key member recently. And she is joining us today on the show. Her name is Ale Diaz, and she manages our awesome StudioPTBO call center team. Ale, welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I am really excited to be here.
Ale is also a rock star musician. She's very talented. She's very talented. So she's put out a few videos recently on YouTube that have had how many views, Ale? I'm going to say 1 million. Am I embellishing?
No, I hope. No, in YouTube I have 12K, a little bit more, and in Spotify more than 20K right now.
Congrats!
Congratulations! That's huge.
Love that. Yeah. And that's a big part of who we are, isn't it, Cody? That we all on the team have sort of side hustles. I don't call them side hustles, but other interests, like real creative pursuits. And it really sort of feeds into each other and into what we bring to the client experience as well and customer service. So that's going to come up today. But I want to start by asking you a little bit about your backstory, Ale. So you wrote a spotlight for us that appeared on all our social media pages. And one of the things you said is the foundation your parents created for you. So your mom is a psychologist and your dad's a lawyer. And tell us how they rubbed off on you during your childhood and now into your adult years.
Okay, so I am like the perfect combination out of them both. Like, they are really helpful and they are always committed to service and to help others, which is amazing. So since I was a little girl, I remember I loved to see my father work. Like, I asked him about his customers, about the cases that he had and everything, and it was amazing because actually I wanted to be a lawyer at some point. Like, I really wanted to be a lawyer because I find that profession amazing. And my mother, on the other hand, she is a psychologist and she works basically with teachers. So what she does is like she makes a psychological profile of all the teachers that are going to work on the schools in Bogota, which is where I'm from. And she decides who is a good fit and who isn't. So I've always been like with a family that is always there to help people, and that's like their passion as well.
You fit in so well with our team, and it's so apparent. Like, you know, when people get to meet you and like with the team, I'm just curious, like, how did you get here? Like, you know, I like this story because it feels like you've been here for a long time, but it hasn't been a super long time. And I think a part of the reason I feel that way is because so many of you came in with Camila, who was actually on our last StudioPTBO podcast. You know, how did you meet Camila? How did you get here today? I'm just curious, kind of like your work background. Like, how did you arrive at StudioPTBO?
Okay, I love that story. So basically, I studied music with Aldo. So I met Aldo on a bus after a class, after a music lesson.
And so Aldo, by the way, is on our team as well. Aldo's one of our business developers. Sorry.
Exactly. Yeah. So we met on a bus because we were on the same bus, like on Thursdays, I guess. And we lived really close. So we met on that bus and we started talking. And he was working with Camila. So after a few months, I was chatting with him about some songwriting because we like to make like songwriting sessions once in a while. And I was like, okay, I am looking for a job. And he was like, okay, so I can recommend you where I am. Okay, so I went through the process, and I started working with Camila and Aldo. And then we kept working together until now. Like at some point we were working on another company, and Camila left and started in studio. Then Aldo started with you guys, and then like Aldo told me, come on, you need to be here. And I was like, okay, I trust you like 100%. I didn't even ask anything, you know. I was like, okay, if they are there, I'll go. And here we are.
That's such a beautiful thing, and feels serendipitous somehow that I feel like we've adopted a new family, Cody, and they've they've adjusted to our culture right away, and brought their own culture too. Ali, so walk us through like a big part of you're such an asset in terms of the leadership you bring and the team morale on our Slack channel and our daily calls. But walk us through like a day in your life at the studio, and you can get as macro or as micro as you want here to let our viewers know about what exactly you do for our team and for our clients.
Okay, so first I start like reviewing all the wins that we had on the last day. I make a report and I update it. Then I check if we had some issues or something. Then I always make like an early meeting with the team. That's really important. I love to start the day like talking to them, checking on them, like how are you today and everything. Because I think that's really part of our culture. Like we really care about each other. So I love to be like close to my team. And I always make like a Zoom call. We talk a little bit about how the last day was, how they feel today, and then we usually make a role play. So it's like a daily training, because it's really important, because every day you have like different situations. So we need to be prepared for everything. And what I always tell them is like, okay, we need to role play everything, like everything that we haven't, we need to role play it, because if you like, this is going to give you confidence, you know. And as soon as something else happens, you are going to have a lot of like, you are going to know how to solve it. So we make role plays, then we have a staff meeting, which is also awesome. One of the things that I love the most about studio is like we are like a family, and that's really important to me. Like I really appreciate that, because we always talk with Aldo and with Camila about it. Like we feel like we are in the right place, like in a dream place where we always like wanted to be, you know. And that's something that we want to take care of. And of course, during the day, I am always there to help the team. So if they have any questions, they always come to me. Like they talk to me every day, like all day, asking me questions. I help them. I am checking on all the accounts to see that everything is going okay, that the appointments are being booked correctly, that the leads are coming in. Like I am checking all the time, like jumping from one account to another. And of course, asking for wins, like pushing the team to be better and to give like the 200% of themselves, so that we can provide an excellent service to our clients.
It's really unique. I get to kind of watch, not from afar, but like I get to kind of see everything that you guys are doing in the call center and everything that we've been able to create together over the last, really what's been the last 6 to 8 months within our agency. And it's super unique when you find a team that is cohesively working together towards a common goal, cohesively working together to give the best possible customer service to their clients. And, and it's so fun being able to chat front facing with clients and actually explain to them, and this is part of the reason why me and Neil wanted to get more of our team on the StudioPTBO podcast, to really explain and really show, the team will go to the ends of the earth in order to actually get you real results for your business. And I see this every day, constant tweaking, constant learning, constant, something's not working, let's fix it. So I'm just curious to know, Ali, kind of like your thoughts on troubleshooting and your thoughts on when things might not go a certain way. Like how do you, as a leader in our agency, and actually help them to overcome those challenges? Number one. And I guess the second question I have for you really has to do with, like, what advice would you give to maybe another agency owner out there or a realtor out there that maybe is trying to build a team internally? Like, what have you learned that you could essentially impart as wisdom from being able to manage the team that you've been able to manage?
Okay, so first, I think that it's really important to listen, to your agent. I always listen to them, like, what do you think that is the problem with this account? And then I give my point of view, because I think that we each see things like from a different perspective. So it's really important to listen to the other, because in that way we can like gain a lot of value and like find a solution that is probably better than the one that you would find alone. So that's really important, like to work as a team. I usually I'm always working on their mindset. So I am always like, okay, you can do it, because of course frustration appears when results are not as you expect them to be. So I am always working on the mindset. I think that everything can happen, but if you have the right right mindset, you can solve anything. You are not limited, like sky is the limit, even if that sounds like really pink. But I really believe that like you can reach and you can accomplish every result that you want if you have the right mindset. Because what I think and what I have learned in the team is that when you get frustrated, you don't see like solutions. You only see frustration. And so what I think that the role of a leader and what I am trying to do with the team is like overcome frustration with like the right mindset, with I believe in the team, I believe in you, I believe in what we do, and I am sure that we can accomplish this because I believe in this and I believe in us. We are the right team. If I wouldn't believe in us, I am sure that things wouldn't be the same. So I think that what I would say to like maybe a person that is trying to start with a team is like the most important thing to build a team is to be close to the team, to each of the team members. Like if you don't know the people that are working for you, it's impossible to build a team, because when this person is sad or when this person is frustrated, and that confidence is going to make that the day that something bad happens to that person is going to come to you immediately. So this also like helps you to be more efficient and to have less mistakes.
Yeah, that's great. It's a real trust factor we have here on our team, and that really encourages people to be, again, proactive and not reactive. So people aren't scared or shy to go to Ali or go to Cody or go to me and say, here's how I think we can make things better. Ali, walk us through exactly what your team does. We work primarily with realtors across North America in the online space, but walk us through exactly what they do for those clients.
Okay, so basically what the team does is they call all the leads that come through the ads that we put on Facebook. So they are calling like a lot of times during the day to different accounts. And we have the leads divided on days so that we can keep track of how many times have we called this person, of what has happened in every call, because we are like putting notes after every time we call, even if the person answers or don't answer or answers a text or whatever. We are always calling. They are always checking the conversations to see if someone answered through text, checking the missed calls. Like we have a really good system in which as soon as a lead comes into the software, they like in the next from 2 to 5 minutes, they are already calling that person. So that's what they basically do. They are giving a really good representation of the agent, of the real estate agent that we are representing. And what they also do, which I really love about our team, is that every time that we receive like a new customer, a new client, what we do is we really like check the website of this client, check who the client is, like who are you calling for, because that really makes the difference. It's not just a job, like just I am just calling, I am a call center agent. No, we want to give our best, and we are giving our best, and that is showing in the results that we are having.
100%. I brag a lot about you guys. I think that it's one of our really big key elements. It's not just the call center; it's the people that are actually making the calls, the people that are standing beside you, helping you grow your business, helping you get on the phone with people that will help, that will ultimately build your business. And that's really been a key element for us over the last couple of years. Has been really focused on building business. And me and Neil, when we were writing kind of like our core mission for our agency, really a part of that was helping people build, grow, and scale their business online. So it's been really cool to see over the last couple of years, me and Neil kind of watching this team grow, you being a part of this growth. It has just been absolutely phenomenal. And I know Neil can echo that sentiment. I'm really curious, I'm really curious about your song. I'm really, can you tell us a little bit about the song that you recently put out, what it's about, maybe give us kind of a backstory on kind of, just give us a backstory on the song. I'm just curious. I'm going to play it in the background, and you can kind of tell us a little bit about what's happening here. I would,
Okay. So it is basically a breakup song. I don't know if I am going to tell you the backstory. No, no, it's a breakup song. It's like an important part of my life and of one of the process that I have lived that this helped me grow a lot in life, and the song is not like the typical breakup song, like I am crying on the floor, but it's more like, of course I cried for you, but now I am like flying alone and I am better without, like, you made me stronger. That's basically the song. And that's basically what I believe about life. Like in every situation, it doesn't matter if it's like a relationship or whatever. Like I do think that everything makes you stronger if you want to see it that way. So you, like, at least what I try to do every day is like being grateful instead of feeling sad about a particular situation that didn't went as I was expecting to. So I always give my 100% to everything and all my heart to everything and everyone that I let into my life. But like, it doesn't matter how it goes. I feel grateful for that experience.
I love that. You're resilient. And Cody and I often talk about that, there's speed bumps along the road of life and being an entrepreneur and being in business, but we really wouldn't change anything. Like, why go through life with regrets? It is what it is. It's part of the journey. It's another chapter. And I love that you're sort of documenting that and very self-aware about it. And one of my favorite lines, ever, you wrote it, I'd never heard it, and this was in your spotlight. You said, no one cares about how much you know until they know how much you care. What a great line. What a phenomenal line. And where did you steal that? But I'm kidding, but that really speaks to who you are. And what does that mean to you in terms of that outlook on life and what you want, the journey you want other people to lead and be inspired by?
Yeah, actually, that phrase, like that line, I got it after black belt training. Like, it was a conclusion after one black belt training. So it was actually amazing. I've been learning a lot of things since I've been working here. And yeah, I am really happy about it. Like, I really feel, as Cody says, that I've been here like for a lot of time. And when I look back, it's been like a really few months, like, it's not even been a year. So it's amazing how much I feel that I've grown as a person, as like professional, everything. And of course, it's all thanks to you guys and to our team and to the team that you started building. That's really amazing. And yeah, about the line, like, I always try to give people like some peace of mind. I think that you need to be like in peace with everything that happens to you, you know, and to be certain that you have everything that you need to overcome every situation that you pass. Like I've passed through some difficult situations, as everybody has, and it's really important to always trust in life. Like I always say, like you have to trust, like everything happens for a reason, and everything goes, like everything comes and goes, like nothing is permanently, and you always can learn and grow from everything.
What, you know, one of my favorite things that you do, you share quite often, is affirmations inside of our stuff channel, Slack channel. You know, Ali, I'm just super thankful more than anything. I'm super thankful for joining us. You know, we haven't done a whole lot of these podcasts, and it's really interesting because, you know, Neil and I are in the studio right now, we're in the office, but it's been unique watching, you know, you and Camila and Aldo and, you know, the rest of the team kind of join us on this journey over the last, you know, what to be 6 to 7 months, where we've, you know, really experienced a lot of growth in our agency. It's really been cool. And like, as Neil and I leave the office and we go and like become like an actual like global agency, like, you know, like we're now all located all across the world. It's really exciting to, you know, to have the ability to kind of, how do you put this? Like have the ability to actually share what we're building together. You know, so more than anything, I just want to say thank you for everything that you're doing for our agency, everything you're doing for our clients. More than anything, it's, you know, from the bottom of my heart, you know, I want to say thank you. And Neil, I don't know if there's anything you want to add, you know, before we kind of close out the show.
No, I think Ali can sing us out with her breakup song.
Yeah, exactly. We're all now it's time to break up. But I want to say thank you, Ali. I want to say thank you, Neil, and I want to say thank you for tuning into another episode of the StudioPTBO podcast. It has been, it's been a minute. You know, we want to hop into doing a lot more of these and interviewing more entrepreneurs and more business owners. And we're gonna have some more staff spotlights over the next little while. So I want to say thank you for tuning in. If you're listening back on iTunes or Spotify, I want to say thank you for subscribing to our show. And thank you. And we'll chat with you all soon. Thanks, guys.